from the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
The second storm of the week pounding Long Beach and Orange County late tonight. 2 inches of rain fell in just 2 hours tonight.
There is flooding. This is the Belmont Shores neighborhood where up to a foot of water covered the streets late tonight.
And the storm impacted all of Southern California today, from the coast to the mountains to the valleys.
We have you covered tonight on this storm.
And we're looking ahead to the next storm, which is expected as soon as tomorrow and could even be stronger. We'll have a live team of reporters fanned out across from Ventura County down to Orange County. But
first up, CBS 2's Garth Kemp. He's been tracking the rain and he joins us now with the latest. Garth.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I want to get to this super important flash flood warning right now. This continues on through 11:30. This is for northwestern OC County. So that's Anaheim, Garden Grove, Huntington, Seal Beach area, Costa Mesa. You can see it down in the red area. At about 9:13, Doppler radar was picking up no rotation, but an inch rainfall rate per hour. So we are under the gun right now. There obviously is flooding happening into this area. Just to the east of it, we continue with flash flood watches there as well. You can see that in urban flood advisories. That would be street flooding going on through the area. Slowly starting to lighten up, but the damage has been done right now. You can see it on Doppler radar. The heaviest of the rain continues down to the south, off to the east from San Bernardino up to Crestline. Then you get above that at around 5,500 and 6,000 feet. We continue to pick up heavy snow up into the Big Bear area, but it is a rain down to the south that has been rotating onshore from Long Beach all the way down into Irvine, Laguna Niguel. Good evening to you all there. Starting to get a little bit lighter. The greens, you're seeing some darker greens at about a quarter of an inch an hour, but we got hit very, very hard just a while ago down there. That's why that flash flood warning remains into effect through 11:30. Do not drive through still water, deep water, particularly even 6 inches or more. We'll have your full forecast coming up. Back to you guys.
All right. Well, breaking news in Long Beach. Flooding tonight in the Belmont Shore neighborhood.
CBS 2's Hermela Aragawi is live with an update for us. Hermela.
Good evening. It's really amazing how quickly the water comes and goes. Right now, it's mostly receded, but it looked dramatically different just a couple of hours ago. We've got some video to show you. Some incredible video of Division Street here on the peninsula. There was a buildup of up to a foot of water covering the sidewalks, all happening so quickly in just the last few hours. We've also had more video that John shared with us. It shows flooding in the Belmont Shore area. The street there was completely covered with water, making it look like a bunch of cars parked on a lake. Some people here also showed us some video, or we took some video here on the peninsula of people having to deal with flooding into their garages. We spoke with a man who said he and his neighbors spent most of their evening cleaning up.
It just started raining really hard, and then I noticed that the water was not draining from the streets, and started building up, and usually that's because the pump on the bay stops working.
And so this is why a lot of people are putting out sandbags now along their garages. They're trying to prevent exactly the type of thing that the man that we spoke to is dealing with. This is one of the low-lying areas in Long Beach, so they were hit the hardest by the storm. Reporting live in Long Beach, Hermela Aragawi, CBS 2 News.
Thanks, Hermela. Now more breaking news in Orange County, this time in Westminster. Tonight's storm is causing some streets to flood.
Yeah, this is a live look right now at Brookhurst and Bishop. As Pat said, this is in Westminster. There are cars stopped there. But Pat, it looks like the water has gone down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see as much flooding unless it's in front of that car.
In front of that car,
and
right.
we can't really see because you know what happens, how water pools sometimes in the middle of an intersection. So maybe that's what's happening there. But it does look like that's a problem area right now.
They got a tape across the street there, so there's no cars moving. But now to some wild weather along the Orange County coast. Hurricane-like conditions, believe it or not. High winds, heavy rain.
Well, we can see that. CBS 2's Stacy Butler continues our live team coverage from Huntington Beach. Stacy.
Well, you guys, you can see now that the conditions have really changed here just in the last hour. It's calm. It stopped raining. The wind has really died down. But this just gives a lot of people out here a chance to take a breath as they brace for the flash flood warnings that are still in effect.
It's pretty crazy, but it's cool. We need it. We don't get a lot.
As a flash flood warning is issued tonight for parts of Orange County, shoppers make a beeline for their cars. Others brave the rain under their umbrellas.
I'm totally fine with it because I like the rain. I feel like it's really good that Huntington has rain now because we've been so long without it, and it's kind of good to see a new change of scenery, I guess.
But the change of scenery is coming with a warning. The National Weather Service is urging residents to stay away from small streams and avoid driving through standing water in the road. This Detroit transplant says OC drivers need to heed the reminder.
I'm laughing at you guys trying to drive. You guys cannot drive in this weather.
Steady rain made colder by the wind has turned Huntington Beach into a ghost town tonight, except for the dedicated few who wanted to see what the flash flood warning was all about.
Just hanging out, just enjoying the weather.
And no surprise, a beach hazard statement was also issued out here. You can see these powerful waves behind me. We're going to have high surf rather, and also some very dangerous riptide conditions through Friday. That's the latest from Huntington Beach. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Stacy, good you're getting a little lull right now. Well, heavy rain in Riverside County tonight. Drainage canals near the Holy Fire are filling up fast, and neighbors are worried. CBS 2's Nicole Comstock is live in the Horse Thief Canyon neighborhood in Corona. Nicole.
Yeah, Pat, there's definitely an anxious feeling in these neighborhoods tonight, both in Lake Elsinore and here in Corona, where to manage all of that anxiety, a lot of neighbors have been coming out to these drainage areas and taking a look at just how much muddy rain and runoff has been filling up these areas, trying to gauge what could possibly happen here as more rain accumulates overnight. A band of heavy rain bombarded Lake Elsinore Tuesday night, spouting out of storm drains, flooding residential intersections near Machado Street, and once again sending black muddy runoff from the Holy Fire roaring through this culvert near Leech Canyon.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Chris Thompson and his neighbors on Brookstone Lane have been standing outside in the rain with umbrellas and flashlights, keeping a watchful eye on the rising water.
Got off work, checking out the drain, seeing what it looks like, and it's almost full.
The last time it filled up in the rainstorm on December 6th, Chris recorded as muddy water gushed out of it 20 feet into the air.
Yeah, it's way more dangerous right now. Can't even see.
As for now, sandbags are the only thing separating homes across the street from the threat of flooding.
My daughter's never actually seen over the wall as you drive through. You can't really see what's happening behind.
And in Corona's Horse Thief Canyon neighborhood, families have been suiting up in their rain gear and walking to the base of the burn area. They're curious to see if this debris cage will keep the storm drains clear.
Yeah.
Chloe and her dad live near a zone under voluntary evacuation orders. They say they take the threat seriously, even though they don't know quite how serious this storm will get.
I think it makes it more difficult because we've had a few storms since, and it makes it to where you almost get numb to it, where every time they come out and they say, oh, another evacuation. So you start to kind of think, well, maybe they got everything, figured out.
Well, in Lake Elsinore, Lincoln Street near Rice Canyon Elementary was closed later this evening for debris flow. Here in Corona, Temescal Canyon Road closed between Horse Thief Canyon Road and Indian Truck Trail. And CAL FIRE just told us a few hours ago they do have a family at the Care and Reception shelter that they've set up at Temescal Canyon High School, planning to stay there throughout the night. They actually got stuck behind debris flow at their home in our last rainstorm in December, and watching all of this rain come down here tonight, they're not taking any chances. For now, reporting live in Corona, Nicole Comstock, CBS 2 News.
Nicole, thank you. Workers were busy in Malibu tonight. They were clearing storm drains in the Woolsey Fire burn area. LA County Fire says the mandatory evacuations in a lot of neighborhoods around there have been identified to be at risk. At this point, they say it is close to about 300 residents.
Well, with all the rain coming, now is a good time to download the CBS 2 weather app so you can get the up-to-the-minute forecast. The app is free to download on Apple and Android devices.
And there's even more information at cbsla.com/weather. On-demand weather briefs, updated videos from our weather people all day long.
Breaking news now in Colton. The westbound side of the 10 freeway is still shut down after a fiery crash involving a big rig. It happened at Rancho Avenue. CHP says the truck may have hit the center divider. No other vehicles were involved. The truck driver survived this crash.
The LA teachers' strike is now heading into its third day, with both sides digging in their heels. No new contract talks are scheduled that would end the walkout. CBS 2's Tom Waite is live at district headquarters, has the latest for us tonight. Tom?
Yeah, so Jeff, that's the big question, right? When do both sides go back to the bargaining table and try and hash something out? Again, today it was another day of protests and rallies. This evening, a group of adult ed teachers gathered downtown in the rain to continue rallying for their cause. Ophelia Hernandez teaches computer science.
At the end of the day, it's not just about money. It's also about helping our students not getting bigger class sizes in the high schools, getting counseling for the students, having full-time nurses.
LAUSD teachers are very, very frustrated. They see their class sizes are just huge. They feel very frustrated and disrespected, and they see their unused classes at their school given away to charter schools.
On day 2 of the strike, once again, huge crowds of teachers and their supporters marched in the streets. Meanwhile, this was the scene inside schools across LA. Empty classrooms, hallways, and offices, and where students did show up, they were put in auditoriums or inside gyms.
We saw some math videos. He also taught us about English, but it wasn't kind of the same because our teachers weren't here.
Late this afternoon, Superintendent Austin Butner fired back at striking teachers.
We've asked UTLA to bring in their own auditors. If they find another nickel, we'll put another nickel into our classrooms. If they find another dime, we'll put another dime into our classrooms. The question should be whether UTLA has a different plan that they can show us how to fund what they're asking for.
And the teachers say more rallies are planned for tomorrow, and both sides are saying they're waiting for the other to come back to the table. Reporting live downtown, I'm Tom Waite, CBS 2 News.
2 local colleges put on lockdown after a threat. Did police find anything suspicious?
I'm Chris Holmstrom, live in Ventura County, where evacuations are underway. Coming up after the break, I'll show you why.
And a big day up in Big Bear. We'll show you all the fresh snow the storm is dumping on our local mountains.
Hey everybody, I'm Garth Kemp. Well, we have flash flood warnings. We're going to talk about those, plus bigger rain coming our way. Forecast coming up.
CBS 2 News is sponsored by Southern California Edison.